Before schools, before books, before alphabets, before teachers corrected your spelling, humans somehow looked at the world, opened their mouths, made sounds, and those sounds started to mean something. A noise became a warning, a gesture became a request, a pointing finger became a message. And slowly, the human world changed forever. Because once ancient humans could say, danger, food, come here, or remember this place, they were no longer just reacting to the world. They were sharing the world inside their minds. But here's the strange part. No one knows the first word. No fossil says hello. No cave wall has a recording button. Language disappeared into the air the moment it was spoken. So the big question is not just, what was the first word? The real question is, how did ancient humans turn random sounds into meaning? Imagine a small group of early humans walking through tall grass. They hear a branch snap. Everyone freezes. One person sees movement. Maybe it is a deer. Maybe it is a lion. Maybe it is nothing. But if one human can make a clear warning sound and the others understand it quickly, that group has a better chance of surviving. A sound is no longer just noise. It becomes a survival tool. This may be one of the oldest roots of language. Not poetry, not grammar, not long speeches, just urgent signals. Run, look, stop, come, danger. In the beginning, language may not have sounded like modern English, or any language you know today. It may have been a messy mix of sounds, gestures, facial expressions, pointing, body movement, and shared attention. A hand pointing toward berries, a sharp sound when a predator appears, a soft call to calm a child, a repeated noise for a familiar animal, a raised eyebrow, a warning face, a finger to the lips. Ancient communication was probably not born in the mouth alone. It was born in the whole body. And this makes sense, because even today, humans do not talk only with words. You point, you nod, you wave, you roll your eyes, you raise your shoulders, you make a face when food tastes disgusting. Sometimes your body speaks before your mouth does. Ancient humans may have done the same thing, but with fewer words and more pressure. Because for them, communication was not about sounding smart. It was about staying alive. Think about hunting. A group of humans wants to trap an animal. One person alone may fail, but a group can surround it, chase it, block its escape, and share the meat. To do that, they need coordination. They need to know who goes left, who waits, who throws, who watches, and when to move. You cannot organize a group hunt with total silence, at least not easily. So communication became teamwork, and teamwork rewarded better communication. The better you could share a plan, the better your group could survive. Now imagine a mother with a baby. Human babies are extremely helpless compared to many animals. A baby cannot run away from danger. A baby cannot feed itself. A baby cannot understand the world. So ancient parents needed sounds for comfort, warning, teaching, and attention. A soft voice could calm a child. A repeated sound could teach an object. A sharp tone could stop danger. Even today, babies learn language not from dictionaries, but from people repeating sounds with emotion. Look, mama, food, no, come. Language grows inside relationships, and ancient language probably did too. But sound alone was not enough. The truly powerful step was symbols. A symbol is when one thing stands for another thing. A footprint can mean an animal passed here. Smoke can mean fire. A certain call can mean eagle. A drawn shape can mean bison. A sound can mean water. Once humans understood symbols, they could talk about things that were not directly in front of them. That is a huge mental jump. A monkey can scream when it sees danger, but humans can warn you about danger that happened yesterday, or danger that may happen tomorrow, or danger hiding behind a hill you cannot see. That ability changed everything, because language allowed humans to move information through time. A person could say, "Don't eat that plant. It made someone sick." Now one person's mistake could protect the whole group. A person could say, "Water is beyond those rocks." Now a memory inside one brain could guide many feet. A person could say, "When the cold winds come, move south." Now survival knowledge could travel from elders to children. Language turned experience into inheritance. Not genetic inheritance, memory inheritance. And this may be one reason humans became so powerful. We did not have the strongest teeth. We did not have the fastest legs. We did not have claws. But we had something stranger. We could store survival inside stories. A story is not just entertainment. A story is a memory machine. If an elder says, "A boy once wandered alone and was taken by a big cat," that is not just a scary tale. It teaches children not to wander. If a group tells a story about a dangerous river, young people remember it better than a dry warning. If a hunter describes where animals gather after rain, the whole group gains knowledge. Stories made information sticky, and the human brain loves sticky information. Characters, danger, emotion, surprise, fear, hope. These things make memory stronger. That is why ancient language may have grown not only from commands, but from storytelling. At first, Maybe the sounds were simple. Then they became labels. Then labels became combinations. Big animal, sharp stone, water there, fire hot, child sick, lion near. And once humans could combine meanings, language exploded. Because the magic of language is not just having words, it is combining words. With a small number of sounds, humans can create endless meanings. You can talk about a real snake, a dream snake, a snake that might appear tomorrow, a snake drawn on a wall, a person who acts like a snake. That is the weird power of human language. It lets the brain build invisible worlds. But why did only humans take language this far? Animals communicate too. Birds sing, whales call, bees dance, monkeys warn each other, dogs understand tone and gestures. But human language does something different. It can combine symbols into complex ideas. It can describe things that are absent. It can teach skills. It can build group identity. It can create rules. It can say, we are us, and they are them. It can say, this place is sacred. It can say, tomorrow, we hunt. It can say, after I die, remember me. That is not just communication. That is culture. And culture may be the real superpower. A human alone is fragile, but a human group connected by language becomes something much bigger. A group can remember more than one person. A group can plan farther than one mind. A group can teach faster than trial and error. A group can pass lessons across generations. Language made humans a living network. But there is another strange clue. The human body itself seems shaped for speech. Your tongue is flexible. Your lips can form many sounds. Your breathing can be controlled. Your brain can connect sound, memory, movement, and meaning. Speech is not one simple thing. It needs the lungs, throat, mouth, tongue, ears, brain, and social understanding working together. That is why language probably did not appear suddenly like someone switching on a light. It was more like a fire slowly growing. Small signals became richer. Gestures became more precise. Sounds became more stable. Brains became better at learning patterns. Children copied adults. Adults corrected children. Groups developed shared meanings. And over many generations, communication became language. But here is where it gets weird. Language does not need writing. For most of human history, people spoke without writing anything down. Writing is very recent compared to speech. Ancient humans were talking, teaching, arguing, warning, joking, and storytelling long before alphabets existed. So when we imagine ancient humans as silent cave people grunting at everything, we may be badly underestimating them. They may not have spoken like us, but they were not empty-minded. They lived in social worlds. They had families. They had danger. They had tools. They had memory. They had emotion. They had reasons to communicate every day. And communication grows wherever minds need each other. Think about a stone tool. To make a good tool, you need steps. Find the right stone. Strike it at the right angle. Shape the edge. Use it without breaking it. Now imagine teaching that without language. You can show someone. You can gesture. You can guide their hand. But sounds make teaching easier. Not there. Harder. Turn it. Sharp. Good. Even simple words can speed up learning. And faster learning means better tools. Better tools mean better survival. Better survival means more children. More children means more minds learning the same communication system. So language may have fed itself. The more humans cooperated, the more they needed language. The more language improved, the more humans could cooperate. It became a loop, a survival loop. But language also created problems. Because once you can speak, you can lie. You can gossip. You can persuade. You can blame someone. You can make promises. You can break promises. You can create trust, but also deception. This means ancient humans did not just need words. They needed social intelligence. They needed to know who was honest, who was dangerous, who remembered favors, who shared food, who stole food, who belonged to the group. Language made human society more powerful, but also more complicated. A group with language is not just a group of bodies. It is a group of reputations. And reputations can decide survival. If everyone knows you share food, people help you. If everyone knows you are selfish, people avoid you. If everyone knows you are brave, people follow you. In this way, language may have helped create one of the strangest human inventions, social reality. A thing that exists because people agree it exists. A leader, a promise, a rule, a warning, a ritual, a name. Your name is not part of your body. It is a sound other people carry for you. That is strange. A name turns a person into a symbol. Even when you are not there, people can talk about you. They can remember you. They can miss you. They can blame you. They can tell stories about you after you die. Language gave humans a second life inside other minds. This may be why language feels so deeply human. It does not just help us find food. It helps us belong. When someone says your name kindly, your brain reacts. When someone ignores you, it hurts. When someone tells you a story, your imagination lights up. When someone says, I understand, you feel less alone. Ancient humans may not have known neuroscience, but they knew the feeling of being heard. And maybe that feeling was as important as survival, because ancient life was dangerous. Cold nights, predators, injury, hunger, death, storms, disease, loneliness. A human voice in the dark could mean, you are not alone. Around a fire, words could hold the group together. One person remembers the dead. One person explains the stars. One person warns children about the forest. One person makes everyone laugh. That laughter matters too. Language was not only for danger, it was also for bonding. Jokes, teasing, singing, rhythm, names, stories, these things turn strangers into a group. And a bonded group survives better than a broken one. So maybe the first words were not grand or beautiful. Maybe the first words were practical. Food, fire, mother, come, danger, give, look. Maybe the first words were not even words yet. Maybe they were half sound, half gesture. Maybe a pointing hand and a repeated grunt slowly became a name for an animal. Maybe a mother's sound became a child's first label for comfort. Maybe a warning cry became a shared word for predator. We do not know, and we may never know, but we can see the pattern. Language was not invented by one genius sitting in a cave. It was built by thousands of ordinary moments. A child copying a sound, a hunter warning a friend, a mother calming a baby, an elder telling a story, a group laughing at night, a person pointing at the sky, a name repeated again and again until everyone understood. That is how meaning grows, not all at once, but together. And this is the most beautiful part. Right now, every sentence you understand is part of an ancient chain. Your ability to speak did not begin in a classroom. It began around fires, in forests, near rivers, inside families, during hunts, beside sleeping children, under dangerous skies. Every word you use today carries the shadow of ancient humans trying to survive together. So the next time you say something simple, come here, I'm hungry, be careful, I remember, I love you, think about how impossible that really is. Air leaves your lungs, your tongue shapes it, another brain hears it, and suddenly, something inside you appears inside someone else. That is language, a bridge made of breath, and ancient humans built it one sound at a time.